Yeah.
Have you dabbled in any like trailer parks?
No trailer parks, but I have 2 trailers. I think they're a great asset class to own. If you can buy a trailer, you know, a lot of trailers are very, very affordable. I think they make great investments, and especially, gosh, man, I kind of hate to say this, but it's not bad by any means. But one of my best friends went on a tear buying trailers that were like in really bad shape over in the Shreveport location, and this guy started selling them trailers for $1,000. So he bought like 10 trailers for $1,000. That was $10,000. I think he told me he put about $20,000 in them, so $30,000 all in for 10 properties. And guess how much he was renting them out for?
$800 to $1,000.
No, about $550, $600. So I made a video about that actually on Instagram, and trailers are a low entry to barrier getting into real estate. Now the issue you're gonna have is finding land, but you can find a mobile home park that will let you put it in there. Now the only issue is a lot of cities are putting in ordinances now that trailers have to be a certain age limit. Like where I live now, you can't move a trailer in if it's not a 2020 model. Yeah.
Even on private land, they doing that?
Even on private land. They won't even listen. They got police, they got sheriffs at the line. When you get there with a trailer, they stopping you.
Push your property value down, right?
Woodworth won't give you a permit. You pay to move it, you won't get lights turned on.
Yep. The only issue with mobile home parks, and I will caution y'all against this, just my broker's background, is there's some EPA things involved with trailer parks that they have to keep certain things up to code, and a lot of your older landlords hadn't invested in the infrastructure. So a lot of these trailer parks that are for sale right now, they got some hidden costs on the back end that if you don't do your due diligence, you can't afford to bring some of the things up to code that need to be brought up to code.
So when you're buying rent houses, how do you determine how long you want to finance them for? Because I know just over the last 2 years, there were houses that if it was 2 years ago, we'd probably put it on a 10-year. And now it's like, okay, makes more sense because what the note is, what we can get for rent might be a 15 or 20 year.
So most of my properties were on 15. My apartment complexes were on 20. Now I had a loan renewal 2 weeks ago that went from a 6.3 to a 9. And we had to stretch that back out. That note was $4,718 and went to $5,200, so extra $500 a month. But most of mine on 15, and I think the sweet spot is you can get aggressive and pay it down, but I think that'd be bad principles if it's not, you know, you want your note to be good enough the way you taking cash home, because real estate's a business. So now if you got an excess amount of cash that you like, look, we're not going to go buy more properties, like we just want to pay down our note, then that's fine. If you want to own 10 houses free and clear in 10 years and, you know, live off the fruits of the land, then that's fine. But I think that it all has to make sense. It's a business that you're building. So don't get in a rush to pay it down if you're still trying to grow your business.
And I was thinking about what he was saying a minute ago with cash reserves. If you've got a lot of equity because you've been paying down these loans for a certain amount of years, you can always feel good that in a pinch, you got equity in these houses, you can go get some cash out from the bank.
Okay.
Even if you don't have a pile of money sitting off the
So be cautious with that, because not all banks want to refinance. And that's real. You can have a lot of equity in a property and a bank will look at you and say, look, you got $400,000 worth of equity right now, but we don't want to put no more money out on that side of town.
I was talking about John Walker selling it.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. And then just to add something to when you talk about go 10 or 15 years, you have to be mindful that you're still tracking your cash on cash return.
Are your loans, any of them balloon or they're fixed?
So they're fixed, but they balloon every 3 to 5 years, depending on, you know, how you have it structured. So all my loans balloon at 5, but it's like an automatic renewal. But, you know, if like the interest rate environment right now, you know, the bank got you locked in with a certain interest rate for 5 years. And then at 5 years, it's going to renew to a different rate.
We had a deal recently where the bank actually gave us 0.5% off to go to a 2-year balloon, which we actually took, and we're kind of betting on interest rates being lower in 2 years. I don't know if that was good or bad, but
yeah, I mean, I think that was bad, you know.
So you think they're gonna go up?
I don't think they're gonna go up, but I don't think they're gonna go down to back where they were at.
No, but I think the rate we got on this one